Time Management Skills at Work, brought to you by Let's Talk, a premier language training company. This is a demonstration video. For complete details, visit us at letstalk.co.in. Everybody has to manage their time to some extent, whether it be at home or at work or both. The sequence in which you perform tasks on an everyday basis has a profound effect. Most people have the capacity to manage their time better, and doing so makes the working way more productive and leisure time more fulfilling. This time management program shows how you can improve your own use of time. It is full of practical advice to help you, and concise tips are scattered throughout the program, giving further vital information on time management skills. Understanding time. Time is our most valuable resource. By analyzing time usage on a regular basis, it is possible to understand the most efficient way to use time, both in and out of workplace. Analyzing time. People's attitude towards time is complex and variable. If you want to use your time efficiently, to accomplish all that you need to do at work and at home, you need to be aware of the current habits and attitudes that shape your use of time. Changing attitudes. Our attitudes to time are constantly changing. Many of these changes are due to the advent of new technology, which affects our work, travel, and communication. The internet, email, and modems have made exchange of information almost instantaneous. Travel, especially over long distance, has become faster and more affordable. The increase in options available had made it possible for us to do more in a day, but has also increased the pressure on our time. This makes it all the more important to use time in the most efficient and productive way. Using time wisely. Everybody is increasingly aware of the cost of time. Individuals and departments are held accountable for their use of time. Company culture can have important influence on how employees use their time. In too many organizations, working long hours is equated with working hard. If you leave on time, others may think you are not pulling your weight. In fact, long hours often decrease efficiency and productivity. Ways of using time becomes habitual, so make an initial investment of time to rethink and improve these habits. The rewards will be the ability to control your workload and more time to focus on the most important aspects of your job. Managing queries. A manager who is constantly interrupted has little time for important tasks, while staff who always consults their manager for decisions and information are held up. Use planning and delegation to minimize time wasting at every level. For example, staff member needs clarification and authorization from manager. In this process, manager neglects own tasks while dealing with queries from other staff, while other staff members or subordinates waste time for manager's attention. Analyzing use of time. Few of us will really admit large parts of our working day are wasted. The only way for you to make better use of your time is to analyze how you use it now, and then to consider ways in which you can reallocate it in a more effective way. Assessing your day. There are always competing demands on your time. It is very easy to spend too much time on routine things, such as reading mail, at the high-priority productive tasks. How do you divide your day at the moment? Do you prioritize your work so that you tackle important and urgent projects first? Or do you concentrate on completing enjoyable tasks first? Are you distracted with phone calls, or do you have a system in place for dealing with them? Do you waste a lot of time? Costing your time. It is a sobering exercise to calculate exactly how much your costs and then realize how much of it is not being spent effectively. To find out the cost of each minute of your time, multiply your annual salary by 1.5 to include overheads and divide the total by the number of working hours in a year. Divide the total by 60 to find your cost per minute. Keeping a time log. Maintaining a time log of how much time you spend on a particular activities is fundamental to managing your time more effectively. You may be surprised at how much time you spend chatting, and how little time you spend working and planning. Your time log provides you with a starting point, from which you can assess area to improve. Compile a simple time log by dividing your day into 30-minute chunks, and recording exactly how much time you spend on useful and unnecessary tasks. This is a sample time log. Maintain a similar log to analyze your time. Allocate all of the 30-minute time chunks into categories according to the nature of each task, for example, meetings, reading and replying to mails, helping colleagues, or making phone calls. Look at the categories into which you have allocated your tasks, and divide them into groups, for example writing a regular report, organizing a meeting, making new contacts. Work out the percentage of time spent on each group. To be most effective in your job, you must spend 60% of your time on Group 3 tasks, 25% on Group 2 tasks, and only 15% on Group 1 projects. In fact, most people allocate their time in exactly the opposite proportion. 60% on Group 1, 25% on Group 2 and 15% on Group 1. You can pause the program to take a closer look to understand the diagram, and how would you allocate your time. Looking for time patterns. Now that you have established how your time is being allocated, ask yourself these questions. Do I work that should be done by somebody else? Am I involved in Group 1 tasks in the morning? Do jobs frequently take longer than I expect them to do? Do I have enough time to be creative and innovative? Find answers to these questions to analyze how close is your work pattern to the ideal 60-25-15 time distribution ratio. If you find that you are spending too much time on one group of tasks, work out how you can reorganize your daily schedule so that your time is distributed more efficiently. For example, if you are spending time on tasks that could be easily done by a junior executive, delegate them. This way you can concentrate your energies on the areas in which you are not spending enough time. Reviewing your use of time. Once you have analyzed your use of time, there are several time-saving strategies you can implement. For example, make a list of things to do, and update it several times a day. Look on your time log at wasted time, and think of ways to fill those time slots more constructively in the future. This is a demonstration video on time management at work. To get more detail on the program, visit our website at letstalk.co.in.